All right, good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday, day before the holidays. Just trying to get ourselves up and rolling and moving. You guys are gonna need a pad to start today. So we're gonna start on some kneeling stretches and we're gonna work through our lunge matrix. So we're gonna start down on the ground, down on a knee. Either one's fine. Okay, we're gonna start with is a nice big drive out in front. Take a nice big step. We're gonna drive those hands up overhead. Push those hips underneath us, nice far forward. Feel a big stretch in the hip. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a step out to the side. Do the same thing, driving those hands up overhead, and then take a step back, what we call posterior diagonal. And then we're gonna work through that pattern. So we're gonna stay on that leg, moving forward, side, and back, focusing on moving through the joint of the knee that's down on the floor. Again, if we have any difficulty with shoulder range of motion or back pain, knee pain, our goal is to get the trunk moving nice and early, getting our hips moving. And that'll give us better use of the shoulders, the ankles, the knees, all those places that we commonly have a little bit more trouble. Good, switch legs, go down to that other knee. Make sure you got plenty of space, big step out in front of you, drive those hands up overhead. Up to the side, and back. Good, if we're having any difficulty, you can try to sit the hip out to the side a little bit. Good, a couple more times around. Drive those hands up overhead, nice and strong in that position. Good. All right, from here we're gonna go into our hamstring stretch. So we're gonna go foot out in front. If we're having any difficulty kneeling on the floor, you guys can elevate yourselves to a surface or a box of some kind, but the goal is gonna be the same. So we're gonna square those hips up. Try to get our chest really coming forward. We're gonna reach those hands towards the toe, come all the way back. Now I'm gonna reach across my leg, come all the way back, reach to the inside. Now the goal here is to make sure that I'm rotating at the pelvis as I reach, that I'm not just turning through my low back. I really want those hips to feel like they're hinging in order to give us the best stretch of that hamstring. Good, try to keep that chest up, nice and strong, nice and proud. Good, just remember with all of our workouts, we start at these nice little slower movements. They're still dynamic and three-dimensional, and then we're gonna build the pace as we go. So just make sure that you're starting to take some big, deep breaths, build up that oxygen supply in the blood, get those lungs working, that heart working a little bit. Switch those legs. Good, I want a soft little bend of the knee, so we don't want to lock that knee out. We want to have just a little bit of a micro bend. And then the same thing, driving that chest forward, hinging at the hips, almost feeling like you're pushing that butt backwards as you come forward. Forward, inside, and across. While we work through this, you guys know Mary. She's joining me today to work through our fun little workout. Good. Couple more good ones, forward, across, and to the inside. Last time around. Great job, you guys, perfect. So we're gonna make our way on up to our feet now, so you can go ahead and get those pads out of the way. We're gonna start with some general hip excursions. So our goal with the hip excursions is to move in 3 planes of motion. Okay, we're moving forward, sideways, and rotating. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of a good morning. So a good morning is a stretch of the hamstrings as I push my butt back and feeling that behind the legs. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze the butt, drive the hands up over the head, and push those hips forward. Good, and we're gonna repeat those for about 5 to 10 reps. Again, if you wanna isolate a little bit more of one leg, I can come to the side, reach overhead. Again, the goal is not to lock those knees out, but to be able to find a stretch behind those legs with a little bit of a bent knee. To be a lot safer than a locked out joint, that's gonna put us at more risk for that injury. Good, last two more really good ones. Fabulous, good work, you guys. Now we're gonna go side to side, so I want you to narrow those feet up just a little bit. So we're gonna be about shoulder width apart instead of hips width apart. We're gonna drive the hips side to side, so I'm gonna push my hip out to the right, and then start to come back to the left. You can start as easy in general as having the hands on the hips. If you want to start reaching the opposite hand in the opposite direction to give you a little bit of a counterbalance to increase that stretch, or take that hand overhead of the same hip that you are driving. So if I'm pushing left, I'm reaching left. Again, the goal here is to avoid any sort of rotation We want to really push into that frontal plane, move side to side, elongate the side body tissue. Good, keep that core nice and tight. Let's go for a couple more really good ones here. Really push the weight into that hip. You should be almost pivoting off the opposite foot. Again, a more narrow stance will help you with this. Wonderful, last one. Good job, shake those arms nice and loose. Okay, so we're gonna keep the feet planted. So I want the heels to stay on the ground to start. We're just gonna turn and reach, turn and reach. So I want you to try and keep your weight evenly distributed between your feet so we're not shifting side to side just yet, but really just rotating the hips. You should feel the shins turning, a little bit of motion at the ankle and the foot. And if we're not, try to let those legs relax a little bit more so we're getting some rotation by the feet and by the ankles. Good, as we slowly start to feel a little bit better about the rotation happening within that hip, we're gonna start to pivot. So one heel can come up. When you plant that foot back down, just make sure those toes are straight ahead so we're not avoiding the rotation at that hip joint. You take the reaches up nice and high and start to work your way a little bit lower. I'm still keeping the same rotation of my hips, but changing the driver in different heights that I'm going through. Good, even if I reach to the floor, I'm keeping my chest up nice and tall. Good, and we're gonna advance this now. So what we're gonna do is, as I rotate, I'm gonna take a step around and reach, come back to a neutral position. I'm gonna squat, turn, and head the other way. So you notice I'm kind of walking around that foot. Good, the goal here is that we're getting rotation through that hip. I'm feeling a nice big stretch right in through the front of that hip, maybe a little bit more to the outside for some of us. Keep that core nice and tight and really try to pull that pelvis up. You can add in a reach or just keep those hands right where they are. Little squat to a walk around. Again, these are rotations that happen at the femur and at the hip in order for us to load muscles correctly and for joints to move in the direction we want them to when we're doing certain motions. So as we start to move in all three planes of motion, we're not just moving through the muscles, but we're getting those fascial lines and all that tissue inside the body to start to move in the directions that we want. Fabulous. Give me one more good one each way. Good. If you experience any low back pain sitting at the office or sitting at home, this is a great one to add to your exercise routine. Fabulous. Let's kind of just march those legs out a little bit. We're going to go into some piriformis stretches right now. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the glutes a little bit more since we focus a little bit more on the hips in the front, a little bit in the groin. So I'm going to have Mary do is lay on her back. She's going to go into a supine position. She's going to cross one leg over. She's going to reach between her legs, grabbing the bottom of her knee, and she's going to pull tight to her chest. She can either relax her head if she's comfortable and wants to drive her chest or head up towards her leg. That can also increase that stretch. But she's feeling everything on the outside of that hip. Mary, show them where you're feeling that. Perfect. On that piriformis, some of that glute muscle. If we're having trouble getting on the floor, we can always do this one seated. So finding yourself just like you'd sit in an office chair, sit at the airport, I'm going to stabilize that knee away and I'm going to drive my chest forward. And same thing, I'm feeling that nice stretch on the outside of that glute and outside of that hip. I can rotate myself forward and right and left. What Mary can do is she can kind of windshield wiper her feet or tighten up the ankles so they're flexed. That's going to give a little bit different stretch. A little harder to get into a dynamic motion when you're on your back. That's okay, we're still getting that movement. Go ahead and switch those legs. If any of you guys are having any trouble with either of those, or you want to be on the floor, you're just going to grab the leg and pull across the body without having to pull that opposite knee up. You can grab around the shin or around that knee, and just again, feeling that the outside of that tissue of the leg is getting nice and stretched. Kind of rotate a little bit, but leave those shoulders on the ground. Wonderful, you guys, good job. Again, if you're at home, same thing. Find yourself that nice seat, chest up nice and tall, good posture, hinging over at those hips. Good, last couple seconds here, couple good drives. Wonderful, good work, you guys. Let's stand on up, let's shake those legs out just a little bit. We're gonna start working in a little bit more of the excursions and a little bit more of a pace. So what I'm gonna have Mary do is take a nice big lunge out in front, okay? I'm gonna lunge to a box because I need that to be able to find a little better stretch in my hip. We're going to drive the hands up overhead, and we're just going to do nice hip drives, which means I'm pushing my hips underneath me. I'm not lunging my weight forward into that leg. I'm feeling a nice big stretch in those hips. I'm going to rotate over my right shoulder, rotate over my left shoulder, and then straight overhead. Good. Some of us don't have the flexibility or range of motion to go onto the floor and find that stretch like Mary's doing. So that's why I recommend you can elevate the foot, put it up on a chair, up on a desk. If you need something to stand by so that your balance is helped, do so. Let's switch those legs, try the other side. If you guys want to make this a little bit more intense, you can try and toe in your back foot. That's going to wind up some of the tissue of that hip. And then same thing, just driving forward, push the hips underneath you, over the right shoulder, and over the left shoulder. Trying to keep the head and jaw nice and relaxed, a nice neutral position. And again, taking some big deep breaths. Let's start to move a little bit quicker. Wonderful, last time around. Good job. From there, all we're gonna do is go into our groin stretch. So I'm gonna have Mary go back foot toed out. I'm gonna do the same. Other foot's gonna be pointing straight ahead. What we're gonna do is push on that back hip and drive the hands straight up overhead as I push my hips towards the box. I'm feeling a nice big stretch like I'm doing the splits, opening up those groin and adductor muscles. Perfect. So you can see this is just like the floor lunge matrix that we started with, but we're just pulling ourselves into a bigger lever system, meaning I'm allowing my ankles to get involved rather than dropping to a knee and focusing on just the hip itself. Good, last couple good ones. And switch sides. Face the other direction. Toe straight ahead. Bottom foot's pointed out. Again, pushing into that hip crease, driving that hand straight up overhead. Try to focus on pushing that knee straight forward at the toe. Don't let it buckle inward. That's an avoidance pattern. Good job, that's it. Perfect, you guys. Last couple good drives. Go ahead, give me about 2 more good ones. Those look wonderful. Awesome, great job. And we're just gonna finish with one more with that hamstring before we start getting into a little bit more interval speed. We're gonna go hamstring. So I'm gonna elevate up onto the box for this one. I'm gonna have Mary go out in front. She's gonna do a little bit more of a sweep, where I'm gonna focus a little bit more on just coming forward with a shorter range of motion. So again, having more difficulty, I can put myself against a wall or in between a doorway. That's gonna help with my balance. I'm okay with the back foot slightly toed out as long as those hips are getting squared up for that hamstring that we're focused on. Try bending the knee a little bit more than normal and see if you can get a stretch higher up in that hamstring, more closer to the butt. Come all the way out of each excursion so the back doesn't feel like it's just leaning forward the entire time. And switch legs, great job. Good, remember mobility comes first, mechanics second, consistency, and then the intensity. And that's just how our classes are gonna go as we're moving forward and progressing, trying to get you guys moving the right way to prevent as much injury as humanly possible to get us set up for this workout. Good job, last couple of big drives. Good work, you guys. Let's pedal those legs out a little bit. Just give me some big arm circles here. Trying to get some of the upper body moving. Let's just kind of pull and reach across, kind of like those rotations, but I want us to focus a little more on pulling the elbow back so we're getting more upper back rotation. So now I focus a lot on that thoracic spine. I want your head to follow your hands for these first couple. And then what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna lock your eyes out straight at the screen, but keep that rotation going. So now we're getting some movement at the neck relative to the thoracic spine. Good job. Good, and then just kind of open and close. I want you to alternate which hand is coming across on top. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Good, let's go palms down towards the floor for a few. More awkwardly, let's go palms up for a few. Ooh, less range there, that's for sure. Good, you guys. And then last one, palms together. Wonderful. Whew. All right, we are gonna do a quick posterior shoulder stretch, so we're gonna go arm across the chest. Before we jump into a little bit more of that interval, I wanna make sure that we're getting moving the right way. We got a good workout today. So we're gonna go arm across the chest. This is like that old school posterior shoulder stretch. But what I'm gonna do is instead of standing statically, I'm gonna take a nice big lunge out in front. I'm gonna pull a little tighter across my body, lunge and bend that knee a little bit more. Make my way back and switch my legs, keeping the same arm. Nice big stretch. Good, really let that upper back turn. Try to lock those eyes straight ahead. So again, we're getting some rotation up at the neck and higher in that thoracic spine. Couple more. Beautiful. Switch legs, switch arms, all of the above. Other arm across the chest. Nice big step out in front. Nice big tight pull. Alternate those legs. Good. Again, you can lock those eyes in. You can let that head kind of follow a little bit more. Good, 2 more good ones. Fabulous. Shake those arms loose one more time. We're going to go down now into a little bit more of a speed warm-up. So we're going to move a little bit more dynamically and a little bit more quickly. So follow along with us. We're going to start down in a push-up position. We start in 10 seconds with our first exercise at our Spider-Mans. If you have a box at home, you can also use that. We're going to step to the outside, drop the hips, lift the chest. Go ahead. Good. Nice big deep breaths to start. I'm not worried about the rotations or opening up right now. I'm focused on you just driving the hips to the floor and lifting your chest. Nice big long runner's lunge. That knee can press out without letting that big toe come up. 10 more seconds here. Good job, you guys. 3, 2, 1. We're turning on over. So we're going to go into some hollow holds. So waking up the diaphragm. We're going to first start by balancing on our sit bones. Take a nice big deep breath in. Try to push that air down and balance. Ready? Good. We're going to start to slowly open up. We're going to do one leg at a time today. So slowly start to open the right, pull back, and then the left. Again, we're going to start to feel some of the smaller intrinsic muscles of the core turning on before we get into our big hollow holds. You can start doing 2 feet at once. Start to feel more pressure in that core. Again, we're getting a little bit more dynamic with these movements. So less of a hold, more of a move. Beautiful, turn on over. We're going to go into some inchworms. So again, focusing on a nice tight midline. I'm going to walk my toes to my hands. Nice big stretch behind my legs, and then walk it back. Ready? Go. Okay, you can go into that up dog, that cobra position. A little bit of rotation feels good. Maybe as we walk up, we're kind of pedaling those feet out, so we're getting a little bit in each individual leg. Good. 5, 4, 3, up to our feet in 2, 1. Good job. We're going to go with some hip openers. So we're going to focus on good control to start. So we're going to do some 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. And then switch legs. Ready? So open. Squeeze your core as you open that leg. Nice soft touchdown. Good. Show me the stability. I want tension of that leg and of that core all the way up and all the way down. We'll get to speed this up our second time through. We're focused on motor control right now. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Good. Same thing. 3 parts. We're going to go up to the outside, drive to the inside, and then a slow control press down to the floor. Here we go. 2, 1, go. Outside, turn in, straight down. If we're having trouble with that balance, work on your breathing. Exhale as you lift the knee. It'll help stabilize your core. Again, we should be squeezing that inner thigh every time we drive the leg forward. And then nice control down. Good, 10 more seconds. Good work, guys, great job. Show that control. Wonderful, good work. We're gonna go to a lunge matrix. So forward, side, back diagonal. We're gonna add in a rotation towards the leg that we're moving towards. Go ahead, forward lunge. Let's stay on that same side. So if I'm starting with my right, I'm gonna stay on my right for this full 30 seconds. A little more focus on the lunge itself, so transferring that weight to that stepping leg. Good, big reaches, big rotations, big rotations. Great job. We're gonna switch those legs. Same idea. I'm gonna rotate towards that front leg, out to the side, and then back at that angle. Try to keep that back leg nice and straight. Ready? Go. Good, reach. Use those drivers. Get across that body. Good, a little deeper into that lunge. Wonderful, good work. 10 more seconds. Last lunge. Wonderful, we're back down into our, actually we're gonna do some squats. Let's do some squats. I lied to you.
I added the extra.
You added the extra. We're gonna go squat, just working on our bottom range of those squats. Go ahead, we can reach the hands forward. We can reach them out to the side if we would like. Opposite hand. Again, just right now looking for a good strong bottom position of those squats. I want us not to drop, but I want us to actually feel our hips pull us down and then our butt squeeze as we come up. Push those knees out. Be really strong through those thighs. Chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Back down to the ground. We're going to our Spider-Mans. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in a rotation. So I'm going to reach under and then open up. Ready? Go. Step, reach, open, and alternate those legs. Work, you guys, great job. 10 more seconds here. Push those hips to the floor. Good job. Turn on over. We're back into those hollow holds. If you feel like you have gotten good and warm, we can go more into a big open reach. Otherwise, let's practice again in those tuck-ups. Go ahead. If you feel good and you want to rock back and forth, again, if you need to be back in that tuck position, let's advance on in that movement. Nice and tight. You can see Mary's got strong shoulders back. There we go. Toes are pointed. Good. Toes pointed gets the best score. Remember that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job, you guys. Good work. Turn on over. We're going back into those inchworms. Walking the toes to the hands. Big stretch behind those hamstrings. Here we go. 2, 1, go. Okay. Big deep breaths. Good, nice strong finished position. Push those heels down. Nice walk back. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's make our way up to our feet. Let's speed up those hip openers. So now we're gonna move at pace. A little more momentum, a little more control. Coming down. Ready? Here we go. 2, 1, go. Good, bring that knee up nice and high. We should be getting bigger ranges of motion this far into the workout, this far into the warm-up. That's it. Open up that inner thigh to that front of that room, to that camera. Three, 2, 1, and we're gonna switch. Now we're gonna go from the outside, a little hop, skip, and a step over. Hop, skip, step over. Drive that knee up, squeeze your core so we're getting rotation. Ready? Go. Good. Belly button should be active every time the knee comes off. Again, this is just as much core work as it is hip flexor. They all work together to create your core. Good, squeeze that belly. Nice big reach, get those knees up a little higher. Last 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, 1. Good, we're gonna do our lunge matrix. That means we're moving forward, sideways, and back. This time with an opposite side rotation. So if I'm stepping with my right, I'm rotating left. Ready? Go. Back leg should be nice and straight. Try not to let the knee dive in as you rotate back towards the opposite leg. Ten more seconds. Deeper into those lunges. Push that range of motion. Where are you going? There we go. All right, onto that left leg. Same thing. If I'm stepping forward with the left, I'm rotating to the right. Back leg nice and straight. Here we go. 2, 1, lunge. That's it. Big ranges of motion. Big reaches and rotations. Where are you going? Jeez.
Working my balance.
There we go. Those small intrinsic muscles, proprioceptors. Turn it all on. 3, 2. I'm not going to skip the squats. 1. Last one. Now we're going to go squat reach matrix. Forward with the hands. Side, side, back, back. Ready? Go. Good. You can mess with your foot positions. Go a little wider for these squats to try and create some more range of motion. You can go narrow to push into the ankles to create some more range in there. We can go one foot slightly in front. Other foot. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great warm up, you guys. Good job. Grab a towel, cool yourselves off, quick sip of water. We'll get this workout pulled up. We'll get ourselves started. All right, you guys. All right, so we got a nice 24-minute EMOM today. Our focus is going to be a lot of three-dimensional changes in our movement. So we're going to be mixing in some step-ups, mixing in some lunges, depending on what equipment you have, what's available to you. So you guys can keep an eye on Mary. She's going to walk us through these movements. What we have first is our step-ups with our right leg. Okay, I will show the step-ups. Mary's going to show the variation. So the first round of step-ups is going to be in our sagittal plane, which is straight forward. Okay, I'm going to show this to you at a side angle so you can see I'm lunging forward, using that top leg to push my pressure up, and then using that leg to control me down. I'm going to stay on that right leg for the full 45 seconds. If we do not have a box to step to, we're going to do anterior lunges, so still coming forward, but a little bit more of a deceleration exercise than an acceleration exercise. You can do it with or without weights. Your goal is depth and control and consistency. Minute number 2, we're just going to switch legs. Now, after we work through our first round through there, our second round is going to become a frontal plane motion, meaning I'm either going to be lunging to the side or doing a step up to the side. So now moving more laterally with more control. I can do a knee drive, I can do a general step up, but my goal is to shift the weight into that frontal plane and be strong on the way up. When we get through that to the third time through the entire workout, we're going to change to our crossover lunges. Ooh, nice step behind. If we're doing step ups, we're doing a crossover. So I'm going across the midline of my body. So as if my belly button had a laser pointer, point straight ahead. I want to step my foot across, load that leg forward, stand up, whoop, square up my hips, and have good control coming down. Do one more because that was not my best one. Again, you can add in that knee drive, but control on the way down. Following minute, we'll switch legs. So we know minutes 1 and 2 are step ups or lunges, okay? Minute number 3, we're gonna go into my favorite movement, the burpee. Hips to the floor, chest gets up off the ground, full extension, hands overhead to finish. If we need a modification, we can step back, go into some plank taps. So we're still working on that hollowed position. We're getting the pressure or the push from the ground. If we would like to, we can also go into a half burpee, which Mary would just jump her feet back and then straight up, down, straight back, and straight in. You can also step back. If you guys are doing those half burpees, what I want you to focus on is if you do a step back, just give me a little bit of a pause so that we can get the control through the core. That's going to help develop us to get to those burpees at some point. Final minute, we're going to work for 45 seconds on weighted squats. Okay? This might be an air squat, just like we finished our warm-up. You can hold that outsides of those dumbbells. It can be a ball, it can be a kettlebell. Just holding nice and close in more of a front rack goblet position. Knees are out, good consistency. As we work through these 6 rounds, yep, you heard it, 6 rounds, we are going to mix those squats up. So you can go wide, you can go narrow, you can put a foot in front, opposite foot in front, but be creative. Again, that's going to help some of that 3-dimensional range of motion. So again, we have step-ups or lunges for the first 2 minutes, followed by burpees or plank shoulder taps.
Burpees we can also do on a elevated box as
We sure
well,
can. Can we
if
show that?
We need to.
So Mary's showing you that option that if we have a couch at home or a chair, a desk, something that we can go to. Again, she's focusing on stepping back, stabilizing that core, and then coming up into that full hip extension range of motion. Good option, Mary. I love it. All right, you guys go ahead and get yourselves set up. We're going to start in about 30 seconds. We're going to work for 6 rounds. I hope you're ready. All right, weights are totally optional if you guys would like to use them. We are going to start with our step-ups. We are going to stay on the right leg for the first minute and then move to the left. We start in 10 seconds. Again, if you're doing step-ups, we're moving straight forward. If we're doing lunges, we're moving straight forward. Same leg that whole time. Ready? Go.
I don't know if we mentioned, you guys, but we're going for 45 seconds on and 15 off.
I mentioned it early in the beginning, but not very
just
much.
making sure.
45 on, 15 off for 6 rounds. It's going to be a good one today. Since I'm facing this wall, Mary's going to give me a nice call on that clock when we get down closer to that 10-second mark. Again, try not to push off your back leg. Really load that front leg. Good control coming up. Good, full range of motion. Squeeze the
We've
butt.
got 10 more seconds, guys.
Good work.
15 seconds in 2, 1.
Good job. Take that 15 seconds. Again, this is going to have a nice rest at the beginning. It's going to catch up quick. Good. Opposite leg. We're stepping up with our left. We're lunging forward with our left. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good work on developing the strength of that leg. I don't need speed. I don't need us pushing off that back leg. I need us really focusing on the acceleration and then the deceleration back down to the floor. Challenge that single leg work. Step-ups are notoriously done wrong, so we're going to teach them the right way.
We've got 20 more seconds.
Great job, guys. Good work. Good control early on in these rounds.
10. We've got rest in 3, 2, 1.
Good work, you guys. Great job. We're on to our burpees or plank taps next. We go in 10 seconds. First round of burpees. You ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Hands down to the floor. Jump those feet back. Hike back to those hands. Good jump up. Full extension of those hips. Again, maybe we're jumping back from a box, stabilizing and come up. Maybe we're actually working to get our chest down to that box. Again, maybe we're just on the floor doing those jump backs, but make sure that we're going through movements that we feel like are consistent. Something that's going to challenge you, but also allow you to move safely and comfortably. Good job, you guys. Good work. 10 more seconds.
Now it's getting there. Whew.
3, 2, let's get that last one in. Good job. Oh, you skipped me. It's all right, I skipped you on a couple. 15 seconds, we're on to our squats. Add those weights if you would like. If you want to start with an air squat and progress, you could do that as well. Or go the opposite, start heavier and get heavier. Ready? Go. Working 45 seconds. That doesn't mean 45 squats. That means quality squats the whole way through. Knees up, elbows out in front underneath that weight, whether you're in a goblet or a front rack. Consistent. Squeeze that butt at the top. That's it. Head up, chest up. Squeeze that core. Take that big breath in before we squat. Exhale at the top. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good.
Excellent.
Round number 2. We're onto our frontal plane. So I'm going to be stepping up laterally. Mary's going to be lunging laterally. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Then you can go into a shoulder hold. We can go into a goblet. We can go into that suitcase hold on either arm. It's just going to change the dynamics of that step up just a little bit. Keep breathing, you guys. Starting to get the heart to work with us a little bit more. Control that breath.
Just on round 2.
2 of 6. Don't worry, we got the day off tomorrow. Let's push hard today.
I'll go.
3, 2, oh my gosh.
A nice walk, bike ride, maybe a socially distanced hike would be a good idea.
I love it. Switching legs.
Here we go.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, moving through that frontal plane a little bit more. Moving sideways. Our body doesn't just move forward and back. It moves through all 3 planes of motion. So that's how we need to train them. Keep breathing. Plant that heel down on that box, on that lunge. Try not to grab with those toes. Ten more seconds. Good job, you guys. Good work. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. We're back to our burpees. Good job, you guys. Keep pushing that pace. Let's be consistent that whole way through. 3, 2, 1. To the floor. Go. That's it. You guys keep working. Nice and strong through these positions. We don't gotta move fast. We need to move consistently and with purpose. Modify as needed. Maybe we go down into those plank taps if we're not getting what we need out of these burpees. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, get that last one in, 2. Good work. Back to our squats. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Okay, and we can change those squat positions up. You guys can go wide, you can go narrow, you can go with split stance. Change every position if you'd like. We should still hit full range of motion. "20 seconds. Good work, you guys. "10. Keep pushing. Good work. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! There's 2. On to round number 3, I'm doing my crossover. So that's again across that laser pointer, that midline. If we're doing lunges, we're either going into that little curtsy or step forward and across. Ready? Go. Good, just square your hips up and those feet come back together. It's going to load that glute a little bit more, adding in that rotation and step behind. Really wind up that tissue.
Squeeze at the top.
Squeeze those buns. 10. Show me control. Come on, you guys, show control. 3, 2, 1. Switch those legs. Good work. Again, coming across that midline.
Going in 5.
3, 2, 1, go. Good, nice load forward. Again, try not to claw with those toes. We want to feel the whole foot on the ground. But we need that control. Up and down. Beautiful, good work, you guys. Big deep breaths. Moving at a pace you can maintain. Woo! 10 seconds left. Keep pushing. Come on, guys. Come on.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Back to those burpees.
Everyone's favorite. Come on, guys. We're almost through 3 rounds. Halfway there.
Relax those shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice big deep breath. Settle your mind. Here we go. 2, 1, go. Good. Try to find consistency in your breathing, not panning. Good job. Good work. Good work. Whew. It's a leg killer today. Good work, guys. Keep pushing. We have about 10 more seconds. Then we're back into those squats. Finish out our halfway point. 3, get that last one in. 2, woo! Squats. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Strong squat position. Go. Again, change up those weights a little bit, where you're holding them, how you're holding them. Good work. Keep pushing, guys. Good job. 20 seconds. Ten. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Get those squats in, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down, we're halfway. We're back to those straightforward step ups or lunges. 3 more rounds, guys, come on.
You got it.
Here we go. 3, 2, go. Good control, good balance at the top. Good exhale, good control. Squeeze that butt right at the top of that. Lunge or step up. Engage those glutes. Got about 15 seconds. Good job, guys. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job. Run to that other leg. Again, challenge yourselves. Add a little weight or take away some weight. That's going to give you better quality. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Work your way up that mountain. Come on, guys. Don't push off that back leg. Don't get lazy on me. Work on that single leg stability. Good. Keep breathing. Keep that trunk forward over that front leg. 10. 10 seconds. Keep moving with purpose, you guys. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Great job. We're into those burpees. Maybe we're on to plank shoulder taps if we're losing fatigue through those shoulders or feet. Come on, you guys. Let's keep pushing. This is where the work gets done. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, burpees in 2, 1, go. Good control. Control your body coming down to the ground. Get those hips to the floor nice and early. Great job, guys. 20 seconds. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Let's go, let's go.
Whew.
Less than 10. 5, 4. Let's get that last one in. 2, 1. Count it. Woo! Squats. Stay nice and strong, you guys. Good control. 3, 2, 1. Go. Keep breathing. Find consistency here. As fatigue starts to set in. Big deep breaths. Stay calm. Good work. Breathe. Squeeze that butt at the top. Don't just snap the knees open. Squeeze the glutes. Ten seconds. Good job, Mary. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and weights down. We're into our frontal plane. 5th round.
We are getting there.
It's going quick.
Woo.
Moving sideways. We're in a lateral lunge or a lateral step up. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good work, you guys. Great job. Come on, moving at a pace that we can keep moving through that full 45 seconds. It shouldn't be 2 reps and a big rest. Try to rest in between the exercises, not the reps. 20 seconds. 10. Woo! I'm sweating.
Weird.
Strange.
We never sweat.
3, 2. Good job. Switch those legs. 15 seconds.
I think I have a couple drops today.
A few. 3, 2, 1. Good. Find control again, you guys. Moving sideways. Good. Good pressure through the heel of that foot. $20 seconds. Keep pushing, you guys. Come on. That's it. 10 seconds. Good work, Mary. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good work. We're into our burpees. Good work, you guys. Keep fighting hard. Let's go. Come on. Dig in. Burpees in 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Keep fighting, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Dig in nice and deep. Get out of your own head. That fatigue is all coming from your brain. Body can make it. 20 seconds. 5, 4, get that last one in. Good work. Back to our squats. Finish out round number 5. You got it, girl, you got it, come on.
Together, big.
3, 2, 1, go. Head up, chest up, knees out, hit your depth. Come on, the goal is to move for 45 seconds. Doesn't have to be 100 reps. Just gotta keep moving. Ten.
Just one more round, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Last round, we're back into that transverse plane. So that crossover lunge, curtsy lunge, or that crossover step up. Here we go. Last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, you guys keep breathing. Let's be real strong. This is it. Last round and we're done for the day. Give me everything you got. Keep pushing, 15 seconds. Good work. That's it, you guys. Good job. Switch those legs. Woo! It's getting fun. 5, 4, 3. Keep pushing. Let's go. 2, and go. Keep it up. Good work, you guys. Stay in control. We're almost there.
These are the reps that really count. Keep going, 15 seconds. Chest up, stay strong. Stand tall. Five, 4, 3, 2, good work. Last set of burpees. Ooh, yay. Never heard better words.
Bonus round?
Ooh.
No, all right. 5 burpees in 3, 2, go get it, you guys. Come on, have some fun. Let's go. Trying to finish these last 2 exercises with a smile on your face. It'll make it a lot much better. Make the time go quicker. Know all the work that you've put in. Make it pay off right now. Come on. That's it. Keep breathing. Come on. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Get it in, 3, 2. Woo! Last set of squats. And we are done. 45 more seconds of work. What do we got left? Squats in 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on, you guys. Stay consistent, push. Last 35 seconds of work for the day. Keep squeezing that butt. Push the ground away. Come on, you guys, 15 seconds. Push, dig deep. Don't stop. 10. 4, 3, get that last squat in, 2, 1, and time.
Good job.
Woo! Great work today, you guys. That was awesome.
24 minutes of straight movement. Good job.
Oh, man.